Welcome to my channel. My name is Valerio, and today we're going to review the Ashsaviour model kit from Bandai belonging to the line HG from Super Robot War original generation. Now guys, if you haven't seen any video from me in a while, it is because, well, life and everything, but I think I can easily commit to a video every couple of weeks, give it or take it. So this is the kind of timeline in which you can expect one of my videos. And right now we're gonna see one of those kits that are not uber popular or well known or, well, anything at all. But anyway, I bought this one on Hobbylink Japan. And no, actually I didn't buy Hobbylink Japan. I bought it locally because Hobbylink Japan canceled my pre-order, which I didn't like too much, so I had to buy locally. And this is a fairly expensive kit for being an HG. There is a ton of stuff inside of it, and we're gonna see it. But as usual, guys, if you have any question, leave it down below. And if you like the content, please subscribe. So let's start to look at the runner as usual. Now, if it's the first time you see one of my reviews, it's kind of strange that I comment on the color or actually what are the runner. Normally here I do comment about the build. And the build, it is fairly easy. I thought a tiny bit less straightforward than the latest HG that I've built, and I was a bit annoyed in the wild with the lack of color separation for the face and the eyes, something I haven't seen in a while in an HG, especially not at this price point, which is closer to a master grade that is to high grade. Anyway, there is a ton of plastic, but most of the plastic it is extra stand-ins for the funnels, let's call them like that. Anyway, so you see the tiny sticker sheet that I pull off. It's not terrible color separation wise, but it is very annoying. That is the face. The manual is very easy. There are a couple of steps that are a tiny bit different than usual, but this is gonna, keep it different to spice your life. And now let's look at accessories. Like you can see, there is a bit of stuff on my table. Sorry if you can see anything. So these are separated bays for the arm that are gonna keep the funnel into a flying pose. I honestly, after the last kit that I did from Super Robot Wars, the SMP with a trillion of different of these, I can't stand them. Like, I mean, yes, they're fun, they're nice, they give option, but I'm a bit tired with them. Display stand, always nice. Two beam saber. I don't show the base of the beam saber, but fundamentally you hide it inside the arms of the robot. Now, these are two swappable parts that you can actually swap with the robot on his chest. Cool that there is the option, nothing against it. Now we have the usual, actually there are more than the usual amount of hands, and that is why the price kind of go up a bit, I want to say. I suppose open hand, pointing hands, trigger hand, you name it, there is a hand for it. Now two options for the gun, for the rifle, and this is the other rifle, and I think you can attach some of the funnel to it, I think. However, guys, I'm not the most, about this particular mech, I don't know much, honestly. I think I saw it in a previous Super Robot War, but it is like not, is one that by design, I never selected. There are way cooler robot, I think, is Super Robot War, so this was never one of my favorite. So, yes, if it was your favorite, sorry. Anyway, we're gonna look at the robot, and sorry if I did forget to measure it. It is a tiny bit bigger than the standard HG Gundam, but it is absolutely in line with the Tizen and all the other one HG high grade kit from Super Robot Wars. It is stable. The proportion are wacky. Like, I don't like them. Looks like long legs, small arms, and a small chest. And they didn't reuse any parts as far as I can tell. So I don't know. There are a ton of pieces and they're hidden inside. If you want to paint it, you will have to fix a few seam lines out of it. It's not super small. It is a larger side HG high grade, if you mind, a larger side high grade Gundam. Now, you see, it is stable, so no doubt about it. Yes, it is. I didn't touch any sticker. I didn't close it that well, fundamentally because I do plan to take it apart and paint it. Now we're going to look at a bit at the articulation and see if it is a point or not. Now the head can go up and down and is on a tiny platform, which is a nice extra because you don't see that often with the HG. So quite nice. You see the funnel. Okay, so for the shoulder, you have to first raise the panel, and then it doesn't go much higher. It's not terrible, kind of right to shoulder level. There is only a single joint on the arm, which is okay. This is still an A grade. Ball peg, butterfly, pretty nice. Oh, sorry, the funnel are made to remove themselves. I was a tiny bit of waist movement, and there is a tiny bit of a big crunch. No, nothing spectacular, but a few degrees, and I think it's like me playing with the joint more than anything. Now for the arm, you need to raise the skirt. There is also a drop mechanism inside of it. However, it's very hard to activate. There is a double joint for the leg, which is great. And, tip can move up and down, left and right. There is no rotation over the tight, which is a bit of a shame for the most dynamic pose, and the pose are among us. Anyway, overall it's pretty good. Articulation, there is something that to do. The gimmick. So you can remove the funnel and you can open them. I will show them in conclusions, hold them open and into fly mode. They're pretty nice open. I don't think it looks that well, the robot itself, without the funnel. Sorry if you're looking at my finger right now. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I just wanted to show only the funnel. Anyway, they're nice. They have a ton of sticker on them, if I'm not wrong, or each one of them. Now let's look at comparison. Lego Dude, as usual, small, no surprises there. Now let's look at G-Quax. G-Quax is quite a bit smaller, arrived to chest level. Tekkaman Blade, Moderoid, a bit higher than him. Look at the review if you didn't see. And this is the R-Rival, if I'm not wrong, another SMP from Super Robot Wars. This gives me a lot of feeling of that. Anyway, let's go on conclusion. Pro and cons. Let's start with the cons. So I don't like the giant sticker for the eyes. That is like very old style HG. I know they can separate the part, and like this looks like they didn't separate the part. They actually added more and more into it. Articulation is there, but it's not perfect. It does some advanced stuff and doesn't do some basic stuff. So I'm a bit like 50-50. I will also put it as a plus. And I do hate the plastic, the transparent arm to which you can attach the funnel. I know they're useful, but please, Bandai, if you listen, find a different solution. If anybody has a different solution, please let me know in the comment below. Anyway, for the Pro, so there is quite a lot of plastic inside the bag, inside the box. It can move quite a bit. It gives a lot of display options, so this is gonna be quite a beloved kit by the poser, by the guy that like to play with the kit. And overall, there are not any other representation, as far as I know, of the Ashsaviour. So for fun like me, of everything Super Robot Wars related, yes, it was a must buy. And if you're a fan like me of this stuff, yes, you have to buy it. Now, it's not the most pretty of the group, not at all, but it's not bad. And all the options that they give for it make it quite fun to play with. Anyway, from Valerio, that's everything. In a couple of weeks, I should come back with a tutorial. So guys, please stay tuned and have an amazing next couple of weeks. Bye.